Oh, yeah.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today. Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to go on ahead and get started here. For anybody who is new to our virtual coffee break presentations, if you have any questions, feel free to type them in the chat or the Q&A window at any time. We'll have time at the end, and for everything else, please contact us at sales@tristaterestores.com. We are recording. Links to view the presentation and a PDF will be shared with everybody tomorrow morning. To view a complete archive of all of our coffee breaks, visit our website, tristaterestores.com/VCB. 10 lucky attendees today are going to take home a caffeinated gift. Stay till the end, you'll find out how to win. After the coffee break, please complete the post-event survey. Let us know what you'd like to see next month, and we'll see you on September 27th. As always, if you like this presentation, we'd really appreciate it if you'd share a review of Tries to Hate on Google, Yelp, Angie, Facebook, and it is subject to their approval process first, but we'd be happy to share a $25 Amazon gift card as a thank you for taking the time to do this. Stay to the end. One lucky attendee will win a Crumble Cookie prize pack. So who we are, Tri-State is a family-owned, locally operated and established firm. We operate throughout the entire metropolitan DC area. We specialize in the mitigation, remediation, removal, cleanup, and restoration efforts of both small and large water, fire, mold, biohazard, lead, and odor-caused damages. Our company's mission is turning disaster into peace of mind because we're committed to easing the burden of handling your property's disaster. There's just a little bit about our suite of services. We are licensed, insured, reliable. We're an IICRC certified firm, EPA lead safe firm, IQA smart mold firm, and we're 5-star rated across many of the different platforms. We belong to a lot of different organizations. Just a shout out to a couple in here because I see some of my property manager friends. We're also members of PMA, 2 chapters of CAI, and AOBA. So today we're going to talk a little bit more about making safety a top priority. And most of this is about fall protection, preventing slips, trips, and falls. So falls are the leading cause of death in construction. Slips, trips, and falls make up the majority of general industry accidents. In 2020, there were 351 fatal falls to a lower level out of 1,008 construction fatalities. These deaths were preventable. You can see that slips, trips, and falls are only second to transportation accidents. So because people were getting hurt at such an alarming rate, in 2012, OSHA partnered with NIOSH and NORA to raise awareness among workers and employers about common fall hazards in construction and how falls from ladders, scaffolds, and roofs can be prevented. This year, OSHA, NIOSH, and many other organizations celebrated the 10th anniversary of the National Safety Stand Down to prevent falls in construction. So the motto here is plan, provide, train. These are 3 simple steps to prevent falls. First, we're going to highlight the planning. So plan ahead to get the job done safely. Identify fall hazards on the job site. Decide how to correct the hazards and prevent a fall. And assign a person to make sure the hazards are corrected. Next up, we're going to make sure we're providing the right equipment to workers. Make sure that anyone who is working from a height of over 4 feet has a personal fall arrest system. They can access equipment like aerial lifts, ladders, etc. Make sure there are guardrails present. And please, ensure that there are other appropriate fall protection equipment available. Last is train. Train everyone to use this equipment safely. For the use of fall protection equipment, and also what to do if someone does fall. You need to have a plan in place to rescue people as well. So what is a personal fall arrest system? It consists of 3 major components. a body harness, a connecting device, and the anchorage. There are two types of anchorages. You can have a permanent anchor, which you'll see for like window washers, workers like that. They'll normally have a permanent anchor on the rooftop, or you can have a temporary anchor for, new construction or any other types of job sites. What are OSHA's requirements? And this is a big one. I'm just going to share a couple of key takeaways since everybody gets this presentation to take home and review. OSHA standards for fall protection have been in effect since January 2017. Lack of proper protection can result in a maximum fine of $13,260 per dog. That is a big hit to take if you're not ensuring your workers' safety. So now let's identify the different types of fall hazards associated with workplace environments and identify the methods we can use to eliminate and protect against these hazards. Recognizing a hazard. So obviously this is a big no-no. This guy is installing this, it looks like a little shelf here, maybe for some kind of an AC unit or something. And he's literally standing on it as he's working on it. That is a very big no-no. This gentleman here is attempting to do some work and he's at a very, very tall height, obviously above poor peak, and he's not wearing a harness. And then here there is an opening directly above the ground. There's no signage to show people that they shouldn't just walk through here, and it is a potential fall hazard. So what are common fall hazards? Overhead platforms, overhead runways, and elevated workstations. Floor openings and pits, wall openings, and shelving units. Definitely don't walk on top of shelving units. It wasn't built for somebody's weight. Stationary storage tanks. So these guys are probably about like over 20 feet tall. Tanker trucks or any other kind of industrial truck, and industrial production units. We're going to watch a quick little video here. All right, and as the video said, OSHA is a wonderful place to get more resources for fall protection and really any kind of job site hazard. Now we're going to talk about the controls. So your first line of defense is obviously eliminate the hazard. Either work from the ground, use a drone equipped with a camera for inspections at heights instead of people. Second line of defense is to prevent the fall with guardrails, fences, barricades, and personal all restraint. Third and last result, control the fall with anchorages, body harnesses, and components. Very effective way to eliminate a fall hazard. Put hole covers and grates over top of places where people can fall through it. Prevent the fall with guardrails, fences, barricades, and personal all restraints. These are just some guardrails and fencing. Control the fall with anchorages and body harnesses and the different components required. Preventing the fall with personal all restraint. Keep your worker from reaching the fall hazard. The body harness is comprised of a body belt or harness, an anchorage, and connections. Often used when section of guardrail or hole cover is temporarily removed. So you can see this little demonstration here. There's an anchor point. This looks to be kind of a temporary anchor point with a fixed length lanyard. This is the fall hazard, but you can see he is perfectly attached to this so that if he does happen to fall, he's going to be attached to the building in some way or another to prevent him from getting hurt. Control the fall by positioning devices. Sorry guys, I just took a big gulp of water. Consists of a bodybuilding connecting device, and it keeps workers from falling while allowing their hands to be free to perform work. Using safety net systems consists of specially designed mesh nets, panels, and connecting components. They must be designed and installed and maintained properly. And training. So part of the plan provide train is making sure that your employer is training you on the following: fall hazards associated with your facility and your work, methods used to protect you from those hazards, proper and safe use of any personal fall arrest systems, positioning or fall restraint systems, and all of the applicable OSHA standards. Your employer must inspect the workplace for existing and potential fall hazards, and they also must inspect the fall hazard controls used, such as guardrails, covers, grates, and anchorage points. All of these things are great safety precautions, but if they actually don't work physically, you're still going to be susceptible to a fall. You must inspect your PFAS hardware before each use. And last but not least, if all else fails, you need to have a rescue plan in place. Your employer must develop and communicate the rescue plan to all involved. You can see here, they've got a lift where they're able to help this gentleman. He is attached to the restraint, but he did successfully fall from the building. And that still looks like quite a bit of a drop for him to have to take. So here's a bunch of additional resources. I recommend everybody on this call check it out. Posters, training, and other resources are available from OSHA, NIOSH, CPWR, and NORA. If anybody wants to get a little bit more in depth into this training, I highly recommend you either take your OSHA 10 or OSHA 20-hour course. It goes into much more in depth for, what the different falls are, what the different hazards are, and how to avoid them. And it not only talks about that, but it talks about how to keep you and your company safe. So in closing, while Tri-State Restorations is primarily a mitigation company, our goal is to keep both our employees and our customers safe on every job. If you suspect you have water damage, mold growth, or any other property hazard, give us a call on our emergency services line. We're available 24/7 to help you with your property's disaster. And now I'll take any questions if anybody has any questions. As of August 1st, OSHA is inspecting buildings without a complaint or incident. Yes, this is true. And in some states, I'm going to shout out Florida here, they're so much more stringent than other states. Look at your local legislature, look to your local authority figures. And if you feel like you may be in an unsafe working condition, flag that for OSHA. Anytime you can call them and request a job site inspection. They don't have to just randomly pop up and perform an inspection. If you feel unsafe for any reason, you can call them and request an inspection, and they'll come out and do that for you and flag anything that they deem as a hazardous condition. Thanks, Michelle, for that. I appreciate that. Any other questions from anybody? This was a very straightforward coffee break today. Not a lot of nuances, mostly just make sure that you're staying safe on your job sites and you're not putting anybody at risk. All right, and without further ado, help us plan for future coffee breaks. We have a couple more planned for this year before we take our hiatus for Thanksgiving and then plan out our holiday extravaganza in December. If you'd like us to feature anything particular, let us know. I am really happy to put these presentations together based on somebody's recommendation. I'm also happy to come into your business and put on one of these presentations catered to your company. And if you like this presentation, again, we sincerely hope you do. Please share your thoughts with others and let them know what a great job we're doing so that they can come join us every month. Now is the time everybody's been waiting for. We've got our grand prize drawing time. One lucky attendee in the list. Let me pull somebody at random here and see who is winning a Crumbl cookie prize pack. This is one of my most favorite things. If you haven't had Crumbl cookies yet, you are missing out. They are amazing. Let's see here. Oh my gosh. Kelly Ramsey, you're going to be shocked, but you are the lucky random person in the number generator today. Congratulations, Kelly. I will be seeing you soon. We'll talk. We'll figure out what cookies you'd want, and I will bring them by your office. So happy to do that, but don't leave yet. We still have something else to give away. Do me a favor and chat me. One thing you learned today in this presentation, the first 10 responses will get a $5 digital gift card for Starbucks. All right, good job, guys. Yep, hole covers, keeping safety measures. PFAS, yep, always be careful. OSHA can come out at will, yep. Have a backup plan in case of emergencies, great. Use a harness. Awesome. Wow, thank you guys. Everybody really listened. I'm so happy. Yes, always keep safe, Leslie. That is exactly right. So I hope everybody learned a little something today. Be safe out there. Make sure you're flagging everybody, in charge if you feel unsafe. And we will see you next month. I really appreciate your time today. Enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll see you on September 27th. Thank you all. Have a beautiful rest of your day.